Hello, my name's Rhys Hobday, and in my last vlog I talked about where I might possibly source my set and props from, and in this one I'm going to tell you where I actually did get my set and props from. Um, Self-explanatory really. So I've got my little list to my side, so if I keep looking that way, that's because I've got my list of what I've got. So starting with the door, as I previously mentioned, I I was building the door from scratch. I'd already got a pre-built door, but a lot of work needed doing to it because it was a little bit unstable. It was kind of a little bit wonky and leaning to one side. So I took the materials up to the workshop and made use of all the tools in the workshop instead, as well as the help available, i.e. Sam. And what I did is I strengthened the bottom by putting a plywood, bit of plywood at the bottom, which kind of acted as an anchor, as well as put a bit of plywood on the top, which helped strengthen the top of the frame as well, and also a brace along the side, just a wooden brace which pushed it over a little bit, had something for it to go against, and then that way it was screwed into the bottom of the plywood as well, and that way it stopped it from slanting over, which gave us the desired effect. And also when we put the barn and trap padlock hinge on, that also gave it a little bit more support. Next up is the shadow screen. I was originally going to build one, as I didn't know if we had one available to ourselves, but after inquiries, Josh actually found this one out for me. There was actually a shadow screen which was ready to be used in the Afra studio, which was really quite helpful because it meant we didn't have to lug it around campus or like anywhere from from off campus onto campus, and it was just there available for us, and it was the right size for our needs, which was cool. So in regards to drinks and stuff, for example, in the pre-show and some other scenes, the actors had to be drinking. So what we did was, instead of allowing the actors to actually drink alcohol, as it was alcoholic drinks they were supposed to be drinking, which we weren't allowed to do. So what we did is, for the wine, I replaced it with just some black currant. It was the same color. It's kind of the same coloration as red wine anyway. So we cleared it with Scarlett, made sure she actually likes black currant. She said it was fine, so we let her drink black currant. And also for beer, the other actors were drinking beer bottles, and we gave them apple juice. As again, we checked to see if they actually liked apple juice. We weren't just going to make them drink something they didn't actually like, because that would come across quite bad on stage as well when they're pulling faces they're not supposed to pull. So we let them. We gave them apple juice. It also has the same coloration as most beers, so I think we managed to pull that one off as well pretty well. Seating wise, we knew of a chair that had been used in the previous production of The Importance of Being Earnest. It was actually put on by some friends of ours, and they let us use their chair, which was quite a nice big colourful armchair, really quite comfortable to sit in as well, which kind of suited Niall's character Marco. And we was going to use stools from our house for the other actors to sit on, but we realised we didn't actually have enough for everyone to sit on, so instead we asked Sam if we could hire out some of the stools from the workshop, which he said yes to, and actually it worked quite well with the minimalistic approach that we had to the whole of the set. Really, we wanted it quite basic, and it worked. It just worked with the aesthetic in the end, luckily. One of the big problems that we did have was the knife. At first I was planning to use a real knife, just blunt it off with a bit of sellotape. I've seen it done in previous productions, and but a couple of the cast members were a little bit uncomfortable with this, so obviously I had to take their opinions into regards, and also it wasn't cleared on the risk assessment, meaning I had to find a prop knife, which personally I wasn't too happy with because they tend to look a little bit tacky and you can see they're fake. but luckily we got around this problem. We again went to Sam, borrowed one off him, and we got around the problem by only using the knife behind the shadow screen. That way the audience didn't see it, and actually the effect it gave, just seeing a knife, just a silhouette of a knife, really helped. It played with the audience a lot more than seeing the knife on the stage, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll have some more videos up in the near future. Thank you.